What's going on, team? It's your boy G, aka Ginato Sensei. We back at it again with another episode of Ginato Explain. Man, today's episode we're gonna be talking about Wandavision. Let's go.
Spoiler alert, this is your one and only chance to get off of this video. If you stay on this video prior to this, your fault. Don't blame me. Okay? I just wanna talk about whatever we're talking about today. I don't know exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about something. So y'all already know what we do, man. I shouldn't have to tell y'all, but it's okay because I'm gonna tell y'all anyway because I love y'all. So let's get right into this video. Hope y'all like it.
Okay. I know, man. I know I say this every single week, but this might be the best show I've ever watched, bro. Because they're literally breaking all the rules, man. This episode's title was Breaking the Fourth Wall, but they did that in the last episode. But now they really didn't. But first, let's get into the theme of this episode, man. This has probably been my favorite theme ever because it's basically a carbon copy of my favorite show of all time, The Office. From the intro song to the interviews to just everything that about this episode was just amazing, bro. And it makes me really wonder, like, okay, like what, like I have no clue. Anytime I think I know what's about to happen in the show, I just get proved wrong. It's just so good. It's just so good. So let's get right into it, man. So in this episode today, as y'all know from last episode, Wanda expanded the hex after Vision escaped and started disintegrating. Expanded the hex not just a little bit, but a huge amount. Drained her of a lot of her energy, and everything around her is kind of falling apart. Going from different time periods, such as the twins' game or the TV or the furniture, and she's basically having a hangover. This has never happened to her, but it's happening as we speak, and it's not just a couple things, it's everything. Everything is kind of broken or uncontrollable. Like she can change stuff back, but she can't control it from changing. And she also admits that she is the one in control of everything. She has created her own reality and literally breaks the fourth wall with us. Now, in one of the interviews that she's given on the whole situation of her morning, just trying to get up and get some cereal and take a me day, even though every day has been about her, the camera actually talks back to her. And I'm like, yo, who is this? Who is it? Who could it be? It's not us. You know what I'm saying? Like usually when youngins break the fourth wall, like, or a documentary crew's recording somebody's interview, they don't really talk back. And Wanda literally says that, like, you're not supposed to talk back. And that just said me like, oh my gosh, like, bro, this show is great. This show does, like, I haven't never watched a show like this ever. So next we have Vision's journey to get home. Now, at this point, I thought he knew who Darcy was just because of her work with Thor, but I guess he really wouldn't. She definitely knows him, but since she's in the hex, she lost her memory. Wanda's writing all her memories for her, and she turned into an escape artist, which was kind of cool because of the fact that she was tied up to the truck with the chains, and it was like, oh wow, like now that's her thing in the carnival. And this whole scenario of a traveling circus is really, really cool, just because it's like, who would have thought that it would have turned into this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and in the process of it happening, it was just like, wow, like this is unexpected. Like, this show is a show of possibilities. Like, anything is possible. So when Vision found her, he had to unwipe her mind just to get her back to normal, like he did with Agnes. And after that, they became a duo. And they might have stole the truck. But on their way back, Darcy explained Vision the situation. Not only that he was dead and got killed by Wanda, but also that he got brought back and then killed by Thanos and everything in between. Like, she cut out like the little minor details that, you know, are kind of nuanced that he doesn't really need to know. So after she broke that down to him, they set course back for Westview. But they had to go through a whole lot of obstacles, from kids crossing the street from a field trip, and possibly one of the funniest interviews I've ever seen from Vision. Like, because Vision trying to understand what's happening, like, with the show in general, but he's questioning his own feelings on how he feels about the situation with Wanda and trying to understand where she's coming from. And with that, he's explaining to the camera, and then he's like, why am I doing this? I need to get back. And then he dips out, leaving Darcy to wait and get there when she get there. Now, next we have Monica. So Monica finally reaches her contact outside of the hex, and they give her a all-terrain space suit vehicle, everything that you need for intergalactic travel at least on the surface anyway. And she was ready to ram that joint straight through the hex, but the hex wasn't having it. So she had to take matters into her own hands. Now, everybody knew she wasn't going to give up. And she went into the hex for a third time, which was one of the coolest scenes of this whole episode. We actually got to see what the hex looked like on the inside. And during this time, she was going through and she was hearing her memory, seeing different version of herself, and actually finally activating her powers. So once she actually got out of the hex, she saw whatever she saw. I couldn't tell you what her powers are right now, but best believe I'm gonna find out. My best guess is that she can see cosmic energy, or not necessarily maybe cosmic, but like magical energy, or even like some type of energy wave or field, because of the way that everything she saw looked like different type of waves. So I'm assuming it's not just regular, like, you know, microwaves or electrical waves or something like that. Like, I'm assuming it's something, you know, otherworldly, especially for the fact that we're in the hex in this whole different domain. But Monica started to come into her own, and she finally makes it back to Westview to confront Wanda. And Wanda's just not trying to hear none of that. Not only because the last time she saw her, she threw her through the hex, through a whole bunch of buildings, but also because she doesn't know what's happening right now. She doesn't know why any of this happened. She doesn't trust Monica because she feels like she lies, but all the lies that Monica told her were lies that Wanda put in her head. She even tried to hurt Monica, and Monica did her like superhero pose. Like, bro, that joint was so cool, because I don't know what her actual powers are. I might have to do some research after this, but I kind of want to just like wait and see, just because I feel like it'd be cooler, for like, at least for my like fans' sake. But the limits to her powers are unknown at this point, but she definitely has some type of like, you know, strength added to her, some type of power that will help her like manipulate space or something like that. Like, I don't know, she's a lot stronger than what she looks. If she's anything like Captain Marvel, that youngie's gonna be in trouble. But instead of fighting, Agnes comes and saves the day, right? Saves the day and takes Wanda on a walk and back to her crib. Now, prior in the episode, Agnes took the kids to her house so that Wanda could get some rest. So while she was there, she was looking for them. And this is when things got scary, bro. Because I don't know why they waited till the last moment in the show, bro. In the show to drop this big old bomb. And almost like scare me, bro. Because I don't know. I don't like scary stuff. And going down in the basement like that into a freaking like chamber, it wasn't a vibe for me. You know, I don't think I would have went down there. I think I would have saw that and I'm like, all right, I'm cool. I'm gonna go ahead, get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But Wanda goes down there, goes into like what could be somewhat of a chamber. I don't know what you would call it, a cellar, a hidden layer, or whatever. And she sees this book. Now, we haven't seen this book before. We only see it for a glimpse. But after that, Agnes comes out the cut and announces that she is the villain. She has been controlling things from Pietro to the random things that's been happening to Wanda. And she was the cameraman asking the questions for the documentary. She's been in control of this thing the whole time. Not necessarily everything that Wanda does, because she can't control Wanda's, you know, thought process, but she seems to be like, has the same sort of powers, but you know, she has her own, I guess, aura, and has been controlling things from behind the scenes this whole time. All those questions of like who is actually running the show, it seems to be her. Now, whether she has a boss, we don't know, but I think that book has something to do with it. I think that her kids are trapped in that book for some reason. And I have no idea who she really like. I've never heard of Agnes's character like a supervillain, you know what I'm saying, before. But I did hear a theory about her being the bad guy this whole time, which is crazy that it came true. But I just wasn't expecting it, bro. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it until we went down in the basement. I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. She got this hidden basement. She Hansel and Gretel with it, you know what I'm saying? So this show is crazy, bro. Honestly, this show is crazy. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section below. My mind has been blown every single episode. Now, with her explaining and breaking the fourth wall with us, it's like, where do we go from here at this point? Now we gotta throw hands. And what if she can't throw hands? Because I don't know. We're gonna see if she can be able to break her control after this. Vision's probably gonna have to save her, but I don't know, bro. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think of the upgrades, bro. I didn't talk about it when I started the video, but you know, we did a little bit of rebranding, you know what I'm saying, trying to elevate and continue to evolve this show, bro, develop this show. So hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. Y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing, so you're going to boy G. I'm going. Peace.